darkness of a world that would not hold a child abandoned, broken, left out in the cold. Baltimore to Richmond and the demons in between. His mind a black cathedral built on everything unseen. He looked inside the abyss and the abyss looked back, and every nightmare living there he pulled up through the crack. The raven and the pendulum, the mask of the Red Death. He wrote the face of madness in the space between each breath. The telltale heart was beating underneath the floor, and neighbor Lee was sleeping on the kingdom by the shore. Usher fell to ruin and the taunt swallowed it whole. No man has ever mapped the dark the way he mapped his soul. They called him drunk and broken, they called him mad and lost. But genius bleeds a different vein, and genius counts the cost. Edgar Allan Poe, king of the nevermore. Edgar Allan Poe, master of the dark. He built his throne on midnight where the same dare never go. Quaff the raven, nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. The cast of Amontillado bricked a man behind the wall. Fortunato screaming silent in the cold and dark and tall. Bernice lost her teeth inside a madman's fever dream, and Legia rose from death because she would not let death win. The pits were wide beneath him and the blades hung overhead. His mind the only weapon left between the quick and dead. Morella, Leonora, every woman that he loved was taken by the darkness like a hand from up above. He wrote the cosmic horror of a universe gone wrong. Before Lovecraft could find it, Poe was singing out that song, that we are nothing, no one in the vast and empty black. And once the dark has taken you, it never gives you back. They called him drunk and broken, they called him mad and lost. But genius bleeds a different vein, and genius counts the cost. Edgar Allan Poe, king of the nevermore. Edgar Allan Poe, master of the dark. He built his throne on midnight where the same dare never go. Quaff the raven, nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. October 1849, they found him in the Baltimore street, delirious and dressed in clothes that were not his. Broken, berry on his feet. 4 days later, Edgar died, and no one knows the reason why. Rabies, murder, broken heart, the mystery is as dark as every line he wrote alive. He never owned a house, he never held $1 long. He sold his masterpieces for the price of being wrong. But every word he ever wrote is living past his grave, and every mind he ever cracked was cracked enough to save. Edgar Allan Poe, king of the nevermore. Edgar Allan Poe, master of the dark. He built his throne on midnight where the same dare never go. Quaff the raven, nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. Allan Poe, the darkness had a name. Edgar Allan Poe, the fire had a flame. He walked the halls of horror with a candle and a pen, and every time the raven spoke he rose and wrote again. King of the nevermore, Lord of the midnight shore, master of the dark. Nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. We are all his children. Every nightmare, every dream, everything that lives inside the space between the screams. Edgar Allan Poe, nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. We are all his children. Every nightmare, every dream, everything that lives inside the space between the scream. Edgar Allan Poe, nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. We are all his children. Every nightmare, every dream, everything that lives inside the space between the screams. Nevermore.
every nightmare, every dream, everything that lives inside the space between the scream. Edgar Allan Poe! Nevermore, 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 nevermore.